Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Rainey and thank you for stopping by. This video is a follow-up to a class that I taught at our local art organization, the Chaffee, here in Rutland, Vermont. The focus of the class was the value sketch and color study. And the value sketch and a color study are tools that you can use before you prepare, as you prepare for a final painting. And especially with watercolor, it's helpful to figure out what you're going to do in advance. With watercolor, you would typically not use white paint. You'll use the white of the paper as your white, if at all possible. And so the pre-planning is important. This is a winter scene, and so the snow, the white of the snow, is the white of the paper. Now, I'm of the mind that if you have a painting, you've worked hard on it, and you've lost a little bit of the white, by all means, go ahead and add some opaque white, either a gouache or a Chinese white. But I always try to keep the white of the paper, if at all possible. It's fresher and more luminous. And so the initial stages, once you have your value sketch and your color study prepared, your value sketch illustrates your plan, where your darks and your lights are going to be, what whites you're going to save, and how you're going to guide the viewer's eye to your center of interest. Now, I want the viewer to go down the road and to want to know what's around that corner. And so I'm going to have my greatest contrast of light and dark on that curve down there. And so the initial step was I added water over most of the painting, over most of the paper, surface of the paper, and with the exception of the top where the blues in the sky are going to be added, I did not wet that part of the paper. I used the chisel point of a flat brush to do those sharp horizontal shadows in the snow. And then here I want to do those distant trees, those diffused trees. And when you have a wet on wet technique with watercolor, that is such a great tool, because you can use that as a way to get those diffused, little branches. You're not going to paint every little branch, although at the end of this I have done that. But this is a great technique where you can just do an impression of those distant trees and all those diffused branches, as you see here. So this is my underpainting that I'm going to do, and I'm going to build on top of this base as time goes on. So I'm going to let you watch. You'll see the initial sketch that I prepared on my watercolor paper, and then I keep building a layer upon layer. And I've videotaped some of it and then done some snapshots of others. So please, if you have any questions, especially, and if anyone has any questions, please don't hesitate. I'll help you any way I can. And so let me let you go and just watch and hopefully enjoy. Thank you for stopping by.